Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cure for the Common Game. Today we're going to talk about Slobad. We're going to take a break from the Commander 17 generals. I have 8 left to do. I'm staring at the deck boxes now, but I don't know. Maybe I just haven't been inspired. Maybe I haven't had enough time. Been working like crazy. A lot of stuff's gone on in my personal life since Commander 17 came out. The first 8 kind of either auto-built themselves or had something that I had in mind for them, but just going to have to think on the other 8. Anyway, today we're talking about Slobad. He's a red artifact general. Yeah, he's a 2-mana 1/1. You can sack an artifact to make another artifact indestructible, which is okay, I guess. It's another red artifact deck. It's hard to build these things differently. I don't have the artifact walker in there because I just don't have a lot of him, but here's what we got. I guess we'll start down the row here. Start with instance. Magnetic Theft. It's a free quip. It's kind of a weak card, just to be honest with you. I'm waiting for something better or something, to pop in my mind, to be honest with you. But it is kind of cool with like Argentium armor or whatever. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of equipment, but I don't even think I have the armor in here now that I mention it. But anyway, Comet Storm, we are going to produce some mana. Comet Storm is a fairly decent board wipe or, a face melter. And I am running Pyroblast and Red Elemental Blast because I am scared of Cyclonic Rift. No other reason, just Cyclonic Rift ruins my day. And it feels dumb if I've got the slots and I've got the color to not be running these. Because you know what? As of yet, it hasn't happened. I haven't played the deck against somebody who's rifted. But there's going to come a time when that happens and they overload that rift and you're right here with that Red Elemental Blast. And that's got to be the most amazing feeling ever. On to the sorceries. Ruthless Invasion I really like because, it says most creatures can't block. Now, all my creatures but 2, 3 if you count the general, are artifacts, so, meh. It's not like we're blocking anyway. It's aggro. Trash for Treasure is the red Tinker, essentially, but you get it from your yard. It's fine. A one-shot with Spine of Ishna is, not really the most optimal use, but I have had to do that. Speaking of Spine of Ishna, we're going to go ahead and it's going to jump ranks real quick because, man, I don't own a single Goblin Welder, and this is sick with Goblin Welder. But I get a Welder. This is its new home, and there's a lot of things in here that will be, ridiculous with the Elder. We got the Assault Strobe, just because, we have a cheap general. I've got a little bit of equipment. Got some big guys. There's a chance that, this is a 1-mana kill target player spell under the right circumstances. Now, granted, it's a oddly specific set of circumstances, but, hey. P's Revolution. So when I sack one of my artifacts to make another one indestructible, it just goes back to my hand. Unless they take 3. Yeah, sounds good. Goblin War Drums is just red utility awesomeness because it gives all your creatures menace, essentially. Pre-menace. Actually, this was the original double blocking card. Now, there is some part of me that's, it is mono red, so the Claws of Valakut and the Granite Grip are in there because, it happens. 2-mana general, 3-mana Granite Grip, and go to work. If it can't be answered, it ends quickly. Now we got our Slag Fiend. Here again, you're going to be filling your graveyard by sacking your artifacts, and this guy is not bad. I mean, even if you've just got two, if you've got two artifacts, he's not bad. But you're going to have more, so he's a 1 mana. The Goblin. Here again, see, there was a previous iteration of this deck where it was all about equipment, but I had to shave some of the equipment out because, you know, some other non-equipment artifacts caught my eye and I really wanted to put them in there. So now, let's see. What do the command zone guys say are the pillars? Mana rocks and card draw. Now, we ain't got a whole lot of card draw, but we do have some mana rocks. So Soul Ring, of course, Soul Ring Cold Steel Heart is probably as good as it's going to get for your first turn play for mana. I don't know. It's not like we have a whole lot of stuff that costs really expensive, but there's artifacts. A clock would also do decent in here. Of course, you know, if I get a clock, I got to get another bridge. But anyway, Fractured Power Stone, Sisay's Ring, Soul Grail. Soul Grail gets forgotten a lot. Yeah, there are better options for monocolor, I know. I don't know. I've just liked it since I pulled it from packs. Hedron, Power Stone, and I'll admit, Meteorite, I'm giving it a test drive. I have never actually cast this card before. I guess it falls under that category. It just seems so bad. However, once I do get the Goblin Welder, this could be some targeted removal. I mean, yeah, you can shoot 2 toughness guys, but the ability to welder this Joker back and forth and to, you know, I mean, it is quasi-mana ramp, although in theory, by the time you get to 5, you don't really need it as much, but it's what if. I don't know. Here again, it's a test drive. Now, we've got some just good old here. Equipment. Hero's Blade, Swiftfoot Boots. Using the, you know, protect my guy stuff. The Q Spike, I like. I love the Quietus Spike. Now, the Hover Sail and the Pinions are kind of not obvious includes, but let's face it, we kind of have a weakness to flyers. And a lot of decks have a weakness to flyers, so I like the Pinions because it does give a first strike to you. Godo's Maul, if it equips to our general, it's +3/+3 and trample, so, you know, not bad. The Cloak is protection, Bone Splitter, and the Warhammer. Whoa. Warhammer. So, good old-fashioned regular artifacts. Here again, this is waiting on the welder. The Wellspring. Mirage Mirror, man. This hour gave us this, and it is just... I tell you, I can foresee me never, ever trading one of these. I have one left in the binder, and I'm scared to, you know, buy any because, man, this card's going to do nothing but climb. Lux Cannon. Now, this is like some of the only cards in the deck that uses charge counters. I try to combine that into one word, counter. No, it doesn't work. But it's all right. Every third turn, if I do stumble across a clock and put it in here, it gets a little better. Okay, it gets significantly better. It gets a little better with the key if you get that lucky. Staff of Nim. I saw Staff of Nim just give elves a bad night last night. It wasn't my Staff of Nim, thank goodness, or my elves. But Defense grid, we don't have a whole lot of, protection against stuff. So making them cost more. That'll work. Now, the last Ward of Bones as a card does not get enough love because I think we are kind of creature light. I don't know. This looks like 15 or 20, but we are kind of creature light. We're very enchantment light. So, and I thought about putting in like sack land cards just for this so that we could be land light too, and you could just lock people out of the game from playing stuff. But it's decent. The Grabor, though, you get the worst of two cards from your graveyard, the top two cards. So, still, though, you can kind of, I mean, if you're constantly using this, yeah, you're exiling some stuff, but you're getting that free regrowth. Well, it's not free; you're paying for it, but it's a reusable regrowth. And even the worst card in your graveyard is still handpicked to be put in the deck, so it's not that bad. Okay, Creators. First and foremost, we have that Foundry Inspector. The Steel Overseer, because, reasons. Shimmer Mirror. I like having 50% of my deck having flash. Junk Diver is kind of just absolutely beautiful with a sack outlet general for 2 mana. Scrap Trawler. Here again, it goes with our general's theme. We have the Mirror Adapter, which is a holdover from the previous version. He is not. Here again, this is a slot. Open slot. The Mirror Retriever. Do have some just good old-fashioned artifact goodness, like the Wormcoil Engine, Steel Hellkite, the Darksteel Juggernaut, Metalwork Colossus. Bosch slots in nicely. I'm getting too close. We can't see power toughness. He is red, pitches artifacts, they graveyard, recursion, all that jazz. Now, I'm running the Thopter here because, it's free, and here again, this was a equipment holdover. God forbid you get a Ornithopter and a Granite Grip late game. The Great Artifact Hope, or the Great Colorless Hope, I guess. I love this card. It's a 1-mana 1/1 flyer, so it's not bad. I may actually end up using this in Ixalan Standard, but every now and then I dip my toe into Standard. Not a lot. I play gimmicky decks just because they're fun. The Mirror probably should have gone with the mana ramp. Silent Arbiter kind of controls that. If you do get the one giant guy, you can kind of, And then our last card is, of course, the Forge Master to go tutor out cards. And it does throw things in your graveyard, helps you Slag Fiend, helps you all kinds of your crazy stuff. But that is what I have got for Slobad. FYI, Slobad was... Slobad. Slobad was Glissa's henchman. Well, okay, henchman's the wrong word. Cohort. Sidekick. And he was with Glissa the whole trip. And then they got kind of mixed up with Memnarch and things went south quick. But anyway, that's what I've got for you. I do appreciate you watching. Y'all let me know what you think. But right now, we're going to shuffle and cut.